Hello and welcome to another episode of Game Developers Let's Play. Today we're going to be playing a game by Mountain Sheep here from Helsinki, Finland. And the game is called Hardland. With me, one of the creators of the game, Kimmo.
Hello everybody.
Can you tell us a little bit, like a small elevator pitch about the game before we dive in?
So, this game, this game is about being in an open world and kind of making your own story as you go along. So, we give you a storyline about immortality, and we give you like this great adventure that has to do with elder kings and a line of elder kings and immortality, and we just throw you into the world, which is called Hardland.
Right.
And we set you free, basically.
And you can do anything you want.
Yes.
It's all kind of free roaming.
Right.
So basically, it's a sandbox game that you get thrown into, but then you do get to do.
Yes, there are like
missions and stuff.
Right. There are people and characters in the world that have certain things they want to accomplish in the world, and
right.
it's an adventure game in the sense that you can go ahead and try and find those people and try to figure out what they want, and you can decide if you want to go on a quest that has to do with a certain character, or you can just ignore them completely.
It's up to you.
It's up to you.
decide.
So it's your story,
Cool.
even though the whole world has a history and the whole world has a sort of an agenda of its
As
own.
it's expected to have.
Right.
Can we dive in and see what the game looks like, and then?
Sure. So this is the latest public version of the game. It's in early access.
Available on Steam.
Available on Steam right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and generate a new world unless yours is.
No, go ahead. I tried it once before. I came in and I killed some people and they got mad at me, and it was mayhem. I'll get into it later, but
Right.
it didn't go that well. Let's
Right.
just say that I died pretty quickly.
Right. So what it's actually doing, it's actually generating things in there. So what you see here is, and I'm gonna go ahead and just go into the options and do the essential
Inverted.
thing. Yes.
There's two camps to this. Some people need and want to have everything inverted.
Yes, that is true. So we're in this town called Town of Fortuna, and this is one of the central towns in the mainland of Hardland. And the game comprises and will comprise of several continents in the game. So this is just one of those continents.
It's like a main place.
Yeah, this is the
headquarters.
Headquarters, so to speak. And this is the easy place. It's actually because it generates a lot of this stuff thus far only, and there is a lot of people in the town. So I expect that some of these folks here don't necessarily all have quest-like things to say, but in any case, there are.
It's like your basic RPG setting. You go, you have a town,
Right.
you get to talk to the townspeople,
Right.
and some of them will have some actual information,
Yes.
and then you get to proceed with
And
it.
our plan is actually to start out even a little more, condensed version of this, so that you won't be overwhelmed with all the possibilities that you have.
Right on.
So,
But this is, if I may draw conclusions, have you played Skyrim? Have you heard about this?
yes,
It's
I might have.
It's
yes.
it's a game in this franchise called Elder Scrolls.
Right.
And no, it's definitely one of those games you can just jump in.
Right.
And it does have a storyline that you should follow.
Right.
But what I like to do is I like to just run into the forest.
Right.
And
you can absolutely do that in Heartland as well. You can just go on ahead and treat it as an open.
can we now run into the forest?
Yes, we can, and we actually
Let's do that.
should. Because right now in the beginning, what you have is you don't have much. You
Silver
have
fork.
right, wooden spoon. And
You gotta have a spoon. You gotta have a fork and a spoon, or alternatively, you could get a spork. But that might be difficult to, tell the players. So having a fork and a spoon is like having a spork,
Right. So
There's dudes and there's skeletons. Okay, I can see
Right.
there's like an elf kind of character
right,
there.
and that's a friendly one. So
Okay, don't kill him.
no,
Not yet.
And this is not so friendly. So
Can you kill him?
I can try, but my wooden sword. It's actually better if I try and, lure him into the town where the guards may actually see this guy.
So
But this is a pretty bad guy. So I'm not
he's
sure.
big. I can see he's like a.
Sure, and he will take me out in like one hit or two.
Because I when I tried to play the game, I went against one of those guys, and then my head didn't roll off, but I saw somebody else's head roll off. And it wasn't too good.
I don't want to do that.
So basically, within the town, it's sort of a safe zone, but still the enemies can follow you here, but the town guards can help you out.
Right, and now you can see the town guards. They spotted this guy. And
so, do you get the XP even if they kill it?
You shouldn't get the XP. I'm
right now.
I'm not sure if in this exact version, because the thing is about this game, it moves on so fast. We are already going to come up with update 8, and we've been out like 2 months and a half. So
cool.
we're churning out updates
as you should.
Sure, from left and right. So definitely you'll get XP from kills that you do.
I like the fact that you could knock off the armor from the skeleton,
right,
and the hat from the bald guy,
right.
And but at least you can get the weapons now, man.
Sure, we got these ones.
So you kind of drag and drop that there. Now you got a huge sword. It's bigger than you, honestly.
Right.
It's not like the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII, but it's still like this, Middle Eastern cleaver that you can just.
Right, and now it's it's something else. We don't have to resort to the wooden sword.
No.
We now have something a little bigger, and actually in the next update that's going to come live by early next week, I suppose. You're going to get access into the items and the item abilities and item values, and so that's even though we have all that working under the hood.
You don't get to see it yet.
No.
It's a mystery.
Yeah, it's a mystery, and you have to kind of by trial and error see what it is.
Let's go into the woods. Let's start kicking ass and taking names.
Sure.
And let's just see, because for me, if I may, there's a certain. Is there like a roguelike element to this also? Everything's saved, right? You can save your progress.
Yes.
So it's RPG in that way.
Yes.
Do you have a hardcore mode?
We don't yet have, but some people actually do play it like that. So if there is a hidden key, you can actually just use Shift and F5 to generate a completely new world, which is entirely new, and people may treat to play it that way, elect it that way. So but in the longer run, we're definitely inspired by things that roguelikes and rogue games allow us to do, but it's going to be an adventure game, so you need to be able to save the game.
Absolutely, and that's the mainstay of the game. Is
right.
But so let's example this situation here where you have a bigger sword. Right. Are you now much more powerful, or is it slightly more powerful?
Currently, it's slightly more powerful. We do have some really overpowered items in the game.
Gotta watch out for that boar. He's gonna kick your ass.
I know. I only have 220 left.
HP? That's
yes.
right. Okay, so a question here. Is the XP and the leveling the main thing? Or is it the weapons, or...?
We are focusing a lot on the items, and there is definitely an element... Oh, we got torch. We need to get that one.
Dual wielding.
Dual wielding.
We got to talk about the art style though. Like let's get the whole XP, the item thing out of the way. But the art style, I'm telling you, man, you got something right here, because it's not like I don't play Minecraft myself that much.
Right.
But I got some cousins and kids who play it, and they're bewildered by the look of it. Even if it's just pixelated, easy graphics.
Right.
But here you have this soft. Really cartoony world.
Right.
So I'm really intrigued by the...
and we do put a lot of effort into making sure that it looks the part. The game looks.
It's good. I mean, the fact that it is sort of this randomly generated sandbox situation.
Right.
You can beat up bushes like in Zelda.
Right.
You can. I'm sure you can probably destroy some of the elements.
Sure. So, we try to make things as dynamic as possible. So you can just
Chop down a tree.
Yeah, you can chop down a tree. You can
After a couple days, it's going to take a while.
It's going to take a while because.
But the lights, the shadows, and the softness to it. It's
right.
I think it's a very unique looking game.
Right.
The closest example I can think of is maybe some of the Fable franchise type stuff.
Right.
So
definitely something that we've played a lot.
Your brother Timo, I think, is the guy who's the art designer.
Yeah. Timo and Sampo Rask, they're doing a great job with this, as well as Kalle Malan, who is the graphics programmer, who I consider to be some sort of a weird hybrid between an artist and a programmer.
Those come rarely.
Yeah.
It's like a beast from the Greek mythology.
I know.
It's half man, half goat.
Man, bear, pig.
Exactly. They do a good job though. So okay, can you tell me some of the games that might have inspired you to go and make this? Or
well, definitely Fable. Fable is one of those games that have all those concepts and themes that appeal to us. But beyond that, and if we go to a little bit older games that we, even no matter if we consciously wanted to or not, they have affected into the development of the game.
Absolutely, I mean,
and the games like Ultima and games like Quest for Glory. Those are two big, huge influences. And Ultima in the sense that you can.
It's like the ultimate sandbox game.
Right. And that doesn't mean that it didn't give you any guidance as to what to do in the world. It will absolutely give you that. It will give you like quests, and it will give you characters that you want to know more about. But it's your call in the end.
Yeah. It's a freedom of player expression that's key to the experience.
Right. And then Quest for
goblins.
Oh, right. I should have gone here.
You gotta watch out.
I should get.
Sorry to stop that conversation, but there's clearly some depth to the action side of it. Like you have different hits you can do.
Right.
You can hold that.
Right.
Is it like a charge?
It's almost like it's a charge, and it's something that lets you actually very quickly decide when you are going to make the blow.
Right.
So
what's the torch do? Like
it's just currently there is it only has the visual effect, but we will have it so that you have caves and whatnot you can't really go into without one.
What was that? Did you get a level?
Yeah, it's level 2 right now. So
Boom! Level 2.
Level 2.
There you had it. First on a live stream.
Alright, so
okay.
Let's take the shield.
You know what I'd love to do? Let's get the equipment down. Let's get everything so we're a bit more badass than we were before.
Let's see.
Pick it up. I want to go on killing spree.
Well, you can try.
I want to. I love this hat. I love this hat. You'll save the game, so we'll be able to do.
It sounds like a save point to me.
That's exactly what it is. But for me, I want to sort of test the limits of what an idiot can do in this world.
Right. Do you want to take the helm?
I would, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So I played this before with a controller, so I'm guessing that it's fairly similar.
Are you an inverted guy or a non-inverted?
Now I used to be inverted, but now I'm non-inverted.
All right, so you may want to.
No. It's a part of the difficulty. I want to feel the difficulty. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna see what's happening here. There's a little elf. No, that's a goblin.
Yeah, that's a goblin.
All right, I hold that. Boom. No, I don't want to kill him. He's cool. Actually, let's invert that stuff because it's getting
hard difficulty.
There we go. All right, invert done. Return to game. What happened? Is it the nighttime?
It's just the time between when the sun just
Dusk?
comes up and yes.
Dawn. Can we eat something? Because it's telling me that I'm hungry.
You'd have to find something to eat. I think you'd have to go back to the
headquarters.
town. Yeah, headquarters for that.
Do I have to? Am I like in a hurry?
Yeah, your stamina starts running out little by little, and it will affect the ability to hold shields and all kinds.
So you have all that stuff in there too.
Yeah, we have that, and yeah, for sure.
Man,
and
these guys
can
are
actually,
running.
if you hold down the right mouse button, you will be able to
hold the shield.
Yes.
God
yes,
damn, that's good.
And one of the big one of the game's inspirations for the fighting system is a game called Severance from.
I remember Severance.
Yes.
You had a couple of different hits, and then
Right.
you could take out the torso, the limbs, and everything.
Right.
The head.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, how can I carry this? E?
You can try, but I think it's too heavy for you.
Because my last try, when I played the other, my super level,
Right.
I could carry these huge rocks,
Wow.
and the guy went inside the rock, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And I want to do that again. Can I eat these?
Yes, I think you can.
Okay, E, and then
No.
what do I do?
Not all of them are actually edible.
Okay, so
We
but
should be.
you'd think that a pumpkin would be edible, right?
Yes, you'd think so, but
It's not.
I blame you, Kimmo, for
Yeah.
fixing that. I blame myself. I should have fixed that.
What can I eat? Can I eat the bark on the trees?
You can eat potatoes. You can eat.
Let me roll this down the hill here.
You can definitely do that.
Go pumpkin! You didn't go far enough. Now you get to taste vengeance.
All right.
All right, I'm starving. I
You're
need
starving
to
and
get.
your
Oh, the
stamina is-
rocks are growing out of nowhere. What
Right.
the? That's pretty cool.
And one of the big things that we have gotten feedback about recently is, the draw distance of various things, and in the upcoming update we just kind of addressed that.
But it's so beautiful when stuff grows out of.
Sure, and if you have, if you want to see that, we'll have the slider which enables you to, just see it.
But that growing animation is due to draw distance.
Yeah, that's our way of, like, our alternative to fading. We don't.
I'd just keep that.
Right.
Like,
and
you can add it.
Yeah, and we definitely keep that, but we will just have, we bumped up the draw distance with the later update because
That's cool.
we're able to optimize the game quite a bit.
There you go. And people have, different.
Different setups, different rigs.
Can I eat that? Can I eat her? I'm gonna carry her. Can I? I don't have enough stamina to carry
Yeah,
her.
you're too weak to lift. If you go to Snow Peak, there may be some food there.
Come on, Snow Peak, give me some food. I'm sure there's got to be food. I mean, there's a barrel.
You have
Apple.
But yeah.
Apple.
Pick
Pick
it
it
up.
up.
Okay, and food. See.
Okay.
The apple was delicious.
That's it. Okay, I'm done. Now I need to
your
carry.
stamina is on the rise again.
I need to carry her.
No, you're too.
Him. Fancy Jeanette. It's
Great
hey,
to me.
when I played my game, I carried people around.
Right.
And I carried rocks the size of this rock right here.
Right, and one of the big.
All right, there we go.
The
There we
quest
go.
that's going to be in the final game as well is.
There we go.
Is the Adventurers Guild, and there's the old guild master that wants you to carry him to the beach in the final game. He wants to see the beach one more time.
Well, it's one of those things. It's
You just have to do it.
It's on my bucket list too.
Right.
I'm gonna give this chick to this guy because you clearly want. Oh, they caught it too. That's awesome.
Right.
I think it was a mistake. I don't know. If
It was. But
okay.
We'll pretend
it's
yeah.
pretty cool though. Whoa! Carrots exploded. What the hell?
There was something hidden in there.
I'm gonna restart this right now. This is awesome.
Right, and it was.
Can I eat the pig if I slay it?
Yes. You should be able to. I think it's and
ham.
there's ham.
Ham plate. It comes on a plate. And a
You
fork.
could probably.
There's a makeshift wooden.
There was something rolling there.
And look at the ham in the background. He's all chubby. All right,
that you should be able to.
That's a pig heart.
Oh no.
Oh,
God damn it! We need to take more things edible.
How do you eat this now? I'm carrying the ham.
Right. So the thing is that some of these foodstuffs are actually just carryable and.
Not edible?
Not all of them are edible. They would need to be.
I'm gonna kill the skeleton level 4.
Oh,
he doesn't look like he's that tough. He's jumping around like nothing to do.
Right.
I can break the rocks. Oh man, I just love the damage kind of thing here.
Right.
I'm killing this guy.
Oh, you got the health.
And
he's dead. You can stop. You can stop now.
I got him. Okay, so E pick up or
Right.
F examine or what do I press?
You can actually go straight into inventory by pressing I key on the keyboard, and it
I?
will show on the ground.
Okay, cool. And I
So-
put that on my hat, right?
If you want to.
I do.
Right.
That's a beautiful hat. Do
That's
I need to pick up the gold coins, or is that something that's...
Yes, if you want to money, there are
Oh, shit.
like merchants.
Let me
in-
get that first.
Yeah, sure. There are merchants in around the town, and you know, I think I saw one in here in the Goblin Forest as well. And you can go near one of the merchants and just press I there as well to
And
open
then-
up an inventory
So
for
there's
trading.
kind of instant...
Right. So you can trade, and what we have actually for the next update, we'll have repair of. You'll be able to repair items, and you know when you find them, they might be damaged. So you want to repair them.
You know what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna run this
To
way.
your death.
This way. Just I don't care what's. I want to see what's out here. Is my stamina good now?
No.
I really need more stamina.
Right.
How can I boost my stamina?
You would have to.
Ah, skeleton. I'm just gonna
Level
run.
up. You'd have to level up. There's no way around it.
I
So
carried a huge rock, and that's all I want to do right now.
Right. So
And
it would take a couple of more.
Levels?
Yeah.
I think there might have been a bug when I played it last time. Then. I just could carry
It was
one
a
of-
fortunate bug.
It was so good. I wish I could replicate it right now. Who are these guys? They look like
That's the
zombies.
Forgotten people. The folk,
Oh, man.
Forgotten folk.
They're pretty. I know why they were forgotten.
Right.
If you'd look like that, then you'd probably be forgotten too. It's like, oh, you know.
Right.
It's
It's
like-
like out of a Pixar cartoon.
Yeah. It's like,
but
what
in
happened
a-
to Tim? Well, you know, he got ugly, and then we just kind of forgot about him.
Right.
Now they're in the forest,
Right.
collected there.
And he's multiplied for some weird
Yeah,
reason
he's
with
got-
his sister.
He's that's there you go. That's some Game of Thrones stuff right there. All right. I really want to throw a pumpkin down this hill. So
There is a bandit right there, so
that's a bad guy.
yeah, that's
But
a
he's a
bad.
human. How could
He's a
humans
human,
be?
yeah, but he wants to.
You know what?
He makes a living robbing innocent
Oh
guys
man,
like you.
freaking wild
And
boar got
wild
in the way.
boars. He's teamed up.
Okay, now
Oh, wow.
should I
You
take
just
the
take
steel?
it out with one blow, one
well, you
single
know, I'm that
stroke.
kind of guy.
Okay,
I get my
level
levels. All right, press I. I'm gonna take the steel hammer.
Right.
Is it better than this? How can I? Well, you just tell me if it's better. Maybe
you'll
not.
have to figure it out.
All right, I'll just
But
try.
in the next update, you'll know for sure
Cool.
because it will show you how much.
And
damage it
charge and boom.
actually- Right. It does quite a bit of damage. You see.
It's pretty good. It's pretty, this guy's a bandit too, right? All
Right.
here we
He's
go.
a bandit.
I love this free roaming side of it. You just don't care. You just-
Right,
I just
right.
run in this direction, put my Eastern helmet back on, you know.
And look
Just-
cool.
just
it's
go
a
here.
little oversized for you. Actually, what we're going to have as well is the ability to just fit them to your head size.
So,
So you'll go
shrinks.
you'll go to some blacksmith
You know,
in a town.
To be honest, going along with the art style, I think having an oversized helmet like that,
yeah, it fits.
it's probably one of the coolest things in the game.
Right.
So again, I'm not a designer,
Right.
but
you like that.
that's my thing right,
Right,
there.
yeah.
You should listen to me.
I'll
if
listen to
never again, at least for this thing.
Right. And you can actually go under,
Swim?
Yeah, you can go there and just
Sink.
sink slowly underwater, and it will.
Can I breathe?
Yes, you can breathe, and you can actually find the end of the world there as well. But you don't want to do that.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
a boring
I know.
place.
That's exactly it. End of the world. You should make it like the side of the world just kind of drops off.
Right, right.
There's a big waterfall.
Right, and we'll leave that to Pirates of the Caribbean or some other
Yeah,
thing.
they'll-
There's chests, you might want to check that out.
I get to fondle chests in this game.
Ooh la la.
That's excellent.
Oh, you picked it up.
I'm not supposed to pick it up.
Yeah, you can do that.
But
You
what
have
can
it.
I now see what's in it, or is it just destroyed for eternity? Large
No,
treasure,
It's there. You can actually throw it on the ground.
like this.
On the ground, drag it on.
Oh, actually,
right there, like
I
that.
threw it on the ground. All right, so examine. I'm guessing is the right.
It should say. I think the treasure is broken.
It needs a key.
Oh, it needs
Freaking
a
A.
key.
I don't
You
like
don't have
keys.
a large key.
Ever since Doom, I was like done
Right,
with keys.
but you could actually take the chest with
I'm not.
you.
I'm just gonna draw it on my map, put
Right.
an X in the spot, and
Right.
leave it for somebody else.
And you can actually press M for map if you want to.
Oh yeah,
it'll-
it's a bigger size of the
Right,
the
it'll
mini
show
map.
you and the red dot there.
I love
is
the fact
player.
that this is like it's like from a board game.
Right.
There you go. This is you. You know.
Yeah.
Are you guys thinking of doing co-op or multiplayer of any sorts?
I think we are, you know, in a deep end with the single player.
Right.
to
So there's
speak.
some time.
Yeah, there's some time, and we'll think about multiplayer. It's
Well,
definitely one of the most requested things on these Steam
For
forums.
sure. For sure. Hey, Kimmo. Awesome. Thanks for showing us Hardland.
Thank you.
I think it's one of the coolest things I've seen in a while. And join us next time for another episode of Housemarque Developer Let's Play.
Ah, there's a bunch of enemies there.
I don't.
It's actually a direct homage to Housemarque itself. So this way.